beautiful people, welcome back to my channel. If this is not your first time seeing me, no, I don't even know how to do my intro anymore. Okay, wrap it up, let's start again. Beautiful people, welcome back to my channel. My name is Titilayo, and if this is your first time seeing me on your screen or stopping by on my channel, it is very nice to meet you. You are welcome. If this is not your first time, for the first time in a long time, you know the drill. Or a two, you're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. Welcome back. How is everyone doing? I hope everyone's having a wonderful, fabulous, beautiful day. In today's video, as you can tell from the title, I'm going to be answering some questions, pretty much doing a bit of a Q&A with a Q&A. What? I'm doing a bit of a Q&A, a question and answer session with a twist because all of these questions were asked anonymously. Now it's either one or two things, you know. It's either you just happen to stumble on this video, or you're one of the people who asked these questions and you're here to see a response. But whichever one it is, you're welcome, and I hope you enjoyed this video. And without further ado, I'm gonna get right into it. Okay, so I have the questions pulled up here, and there is a lot of questions. My goodness. We'll see how many we can get to. So the very first question is, what is the best thing you got from your parents? I want to say the best thing I think I got isn't something that's materialistic. I think my parents, especially my dad, not like my mom didn't do this, but my dad is someone who's very into like morals and being respectful, and that's something I think I got from him, and that's something that I really appreciate them for. Thank you, Daddy and Mommy, if you're watching, or when you're watching. What do you think your future is going to be like? This is a good question, honestly. I think, as cheesy as this sounds, I think I'm just gonna be happy in the future. Like, and when I say happy, like, you know, I'll be financially stable enough to be happy. I will be emotionally stable enough as well, in a good relationship, in a good marriage, whatever it is, to be happy enough. And I think that's the biggest goal, and that's the biggest thing that I'm trying to do in my life, is like whatever I do is something that's eventually going to lead to my happiness or further my happiness. And so I feel like whatever it is I decide to do right now for the future is something that's eventually going to make me happy, or even happier than I am right now. The next one is, what lies did your parents tell you as a kid? Times 1,000. Where do I even start from? I think the biggest one is this one about, oh, when I was in school, I was the first position in this and that. I got an A in this, I got an A in that. I'm like, where's the result though? Like, can I see? Just let me confirm, double check, fact check this information. I think that's like one lie that, you know, parents always just throw out there. It's like, oh, I was always doing well in school, I wasn't like this. I'm like, so why am I like this? Like, if I'm stubborn, it's definitely one of the both of you, you know, like, I don't know, like, you know, what's one of the best excuses you ever made? This is a good one. I think it depends on the context. When it comes to losing weight or going to the gym, let me put it like that, and maintaining my weight, I feel like I really slacked off, and my excuse is, oh, there was a pandemic, like the gyms were closed, and then, you know, I don't want to go to the gym and get like COVID. Yeah, whatever. That's one of them. It's not the best, but that's one of them. Do you like the music BTS makes? I don't know BTS, so I can't really tell, but probably I like music a lot, so I probably will. Do you rather always be 10 minutes late or always be 20 minutes early, and why? Great question. First of all, I'm always late, and I don't even choose that, so I think it's obvious that I'm going to always be 10 minutes late. And I'm a huge fan of being fashionably late. I mean, baby, when you're a spec, you're a spec. You can't be coming early to everything, you know? Plus, I always feel like being 20 minutes early, like, depending on what you're going to, you start to get into like things that pretty much not your concern. Like, let's put, for example, like a party. You're going for a party, and I'm just going to set the scene of like a Nigerian party that you're going for. And next thing, you come in 20 minutes early, like maybe the person that is opening the door just opened the door. Before you know it, they'll hand you a broom and say, sis, please help us sweep. I mean, I'm just kidding, but like that's where I see things about coming in early. It's like, I don't necessarily want to be part of the prep if I'm going to be coming in, you know, if I'm coming as a guest. So I feel like sometimes, especially because of relationships you build with people too, if it's someone you know, you end up being involved in prep work when it's like you could have come in 10 minutes late and just been led to your seat to sit down and start your enjoyment. That's just the way I see it, my unpopular opinion, but I would rather be 10 minutes late than 20 minutes early, except it's for an exam. Because that one is a completely different case. If you have an hours long exam and you decide to show up 10 minutes late, it's all for you. The other question here is, what's your opinion on dark humor? Interesting. I feel like dark humor is all right, like, as long as like the people you're conversing with, or let me say in this case, as long as I know it's a joke. You know, baby, like, honestly, if you're trying to crack those dark jokes and like get to the deep side, that's fine. I don't mind it. You know, if I'm able to roll off with you and banter about that back and forth, it's even better. But if it's like I can't tell that you're joking, I will flee. My dear, I will flee. So I guess it depends on how dark you decide to get, but even like the fact that I also should know that you're being funny, you know, that's my thought on it, but I really don't mind it. What do you think when guys wear makeup? I honestly have no feelings towards people wearing makeup, guys wearing makeup. Like Patrick Star would say, like, makeup is a one size fits all, and I feel like depending on why you're wearing it or what you're wearing it for, just do you. Honestly, just do you. So I honestly have no thoughts about guys who wear makeup. I feel like there's some guys who actually wear makeup better than some ladies, but anyways. The next one here is, what was the scariest movie you have ever seen? My goodness gracious God. Insidious? Yo. Insidious 1, 2, and 3. Like, I can't see. When I tell you that I was scared, I was scared. There's also The Nun that we saw in theaters and everybody was screaming Jesus, Jesus, Jesus in theaters. I think nothing still compares to the time I watched Insidious. Like, y'all, I watched Insidious with like 2 other friends, and that night, like, I don't even remember the movie because I've blocked out the memory in my mind. That's how bad that movie was, technically. But yeah, that's the scariest movie that I've personally ever seen. Is there a person you would like to ignore? I mean, if I want to ignore a person, I've already done it, so it's not like to, but I don't think there's anybody right now that I would like to ignore. Ooh, you got any first date advice? Hunty, my first date advice to you will be to carry vex money, and technically what that means is carry your own money. I'm all for the guy should pay for the first date, like, you know, if he wants to, but he should. I would like it, like, it would be better of an experience for me if the guy pays for the first date, but that doesn't mean I'm not going ready to pay for that date myself. It takes away that stress of, oh, am I paying, is he paying? Like, my mom's calling. Like I was saying, that takes away the whole stress of, you know, am I paying, is he paying, how much should I eat, what shouldn't I have? Like, when you have your own money, like, you know, you don't care for those things, like, you're going to cover yourself, and it takes you out of that palava or like wahala or like problem. Jesus, I'm finding it hard to find English words today, but it takes you out of that problem, and technically you can focus more on the date and getting to know this person better, and I think that's a good thing. And also be yourself. Like, try not to act brand new or act like a completely different person, because honey, by date number 7 this guy is going to be wondering what happened to the babe in date number 1. So just be yourself and carry vex money. Do you have a favorite beach? So I would say, like, I haven't been to a lot of beaches before. Like, I think I'd never been to the beach in Nigeria when I was back home. So Canada was my first experience with beaches, and I'd say my favorite one in Halifax or Nova Scotia so far is Martinique Beach. I went there last summer, and yo, when I tell you that, I had the best time of my life. Like, I'm just waiting for the sun to come out to an acceptable degree that will be okay for me to get into my swimwear and run to that beach. Like, I absolutely love that place, and I think it's the best one. But I've only been to 2 other ones, which would be Crystal Crescent Beach and Rainbow Haven, and compared to those 2, I prefer the Martinique Beach. What's something you can't live without? This is a tough one. I mean, aside food, like my support system, which would involve my parents, my siblings, my friends, really. Yeah, I can't live without those people. Can you recommend a Netflix series? Gladly. Try Grey's Anatomy, try On the Block, try Ratched, I think we mentioned it earlier. Try Bridgerton is a good one too, even though the main guy is not coming back, and I'm like, cancel the show please. Try Ratched. I'm trying to think of some off the top of my head. Try Blacklist. Blacklist is a really good one. If you haven't seen Designated Survivor, you need to see that one as well. Suits was also a good one to watch, and I think the entire season is also on Netflix. Same with How to Get Away with Murder, that's a good one. Scandal, you can do Scandal. One more to make it 10. One more to make it 10. Dear White People is also a very good one. You can try that one as well. I'll put some other suggestions in the description bar as they come up, but y'all can clearly see I've been spending my entire lockdown, quarantine, stay-at-home thing watching series or re-watching them. So those are just some suggestions off the top of my head, but enjoy. What political party do you support? I'm not into politics at the moment, so I'm not really sure what's out there, and so I don't support anyone. What's your opinion on Pokemon Go? Pokemon Go to me personally was like a one-hit wonder. Like, I never really was into Pokemon, like the show, when it was out. I don't want to say I was too young, but like I was never into it, so I wasn't as intrigued as those Pokemon fans were. But when it first of all came, I thought it was an excuse for people to just walk around and grab Pokemons as they went. But then you have to use your data, and it's just weird when you see people doing this on the road, just like doing this, trying to swipe for Pokemons. And these days, I know there are people that still play, but I personally don't. I felt like the craze happened, I think it was summer of 2018 or 2017 for me, and I think it was 2018, and it pretty much died down that same summer. Like I played for like a month and I was done. The next question is how to let someone go that matters a lot to me. Like, y'all are asking me a lot of relationship questions, which is funny because I ain't even in a relationship. So I guess, well, this isn't just a relationship question, I guess. Just in general, it's really hard to let people go. So I would say the first thing is for you to really like make sure like you want to let this person go, because you don't want a situation where it's like you're sending mixed signals, because today you want to let them go, tomorrow you don't want to let them go. Like, make that decision and take your time making that decision, because sometimes it's not just like a okay, yes, it's not like a 1 second thing or like a decision you can make in one day. So, you know, weigh the pros and cons, weigh, you know, how your life is going to be, try and visualize how your life is going to be after you do let that person go, and just do it. Like, honestly, go cold turkey. In the past, when I've tried to let people go, I delete numbers, I block people, I unfollow, I do what's best for me at that point. And I know I'm the type of person that, you know, is likely to reach out at some point when I'm really feeling the pressure, I'm really feeling the absence of said person. And so I just know that it's best for me to not have any way to reach out or not have any point of contact. It's hard. I'm not going to say it's not hard. It's hard, but then if it's something you have to do, then it's something you have to do. Tell me where you would spend all of your time if you could. Honestly, if I could, I would spend all of my time in bed, just lounging, or in a resort that's just made of beds, or like has beds everywhere, whether it's like a lounge bed or like a bed by the pool or a bed in the room. I just want to always be laid down, just enjoying my life, enjoying my best life. Is there someone you can't let go of? I mean, obviously my family. important herself. I think my family would be the hardest to let go of. Who is the most intelligent person you know? I know a lot of intelligent people, and the way I see intelligence is like you can be intelligent in different things, you know. So I can't really pinpoint one person that is the most intelligent, but that's just, yeah, I can't pinpoint one person. Which app do you spend the most time on? Unbelievably, I spend the most time on Twitter. Like, I'm always on Twitter just trying to see, okay, what's popping, what's everybody saying. Plus, I think I've gravitated from regular Twitter to this thing called Black Twitter, and so I'm half the time on Black Twitter, on Nigerian Twitter, and I'm just here to watch the dragons. Like, the prayer is to never be dragged, but I would love to watch the dragons. So I'm always on Twitter a lot. I don't tweet as much all the time, but I'm always on Twitter a lot. The other app obviously is Instagram. I'm always on Instagram, especially when I post a video or a picture or a reel, whatever, like a story, anything. Like, I'm always on Instagram for a bit. Do you prefer staying home or going to a party, and why? So personally, I'm not a party person. I just never grew up that way, so I guess it's kind of hard to get into the flow of being that kind of person now. So I'm not a party person. I don't go to parties as much. If I had to choose between staying home and going to a party, I would love to stay home with company than going to a party. But if I was alone at home and I was feeling like, okay, I want to be out of this house, yeah, of course I'll go to a party instead. But staying at home with company trumps, you know, going to a party for me. Do you like curly or straight hair better? I actually like both. I like curly hair the way it looks on me and the way it gives me volume, but I prefer straight because it's just easier to manage. So straight. And like, you know, depending on what kind of straight it is, you can always put curls into it. So it's like, it gives you some versatility as well. And again, like I said, it's just easier to manage. Someone is asking me if I can show them my dream car. Wrong person. I'm not into cars, so I don't have a dream car. So, I mean, right now I'm looking at the Tesla, the customized Tesla, because at least at that point I get to customize it with whatever I want. So, but right now I'm not into like a dream car, or I don't have a dream car. But if it had to be anything, it would be that Tesla, the one that I can. I don't know what the customization looks like. I just know like they said it's a customized one, which means I get some say into how that car is built, and I'm here for that. When was the last time you got to know someone? Okay, these are very intricate, detailed questions. Got to know someone, like, in what sense though? Like, as a friend, I mean, I get to know people all the time. I meet people like all the time, but relationship wise, if that's where we're trying to get with this, which I don't know why I always carry with this relationship, I don't know. But I think friendship, like, I make a lot of friends. Like, when I meet people, like, I try to just converse with you, see what you've been doing, see how we connect or how we can bond or anything. That's just me on a general. But I feel like the last time I got to know someone in light of, oh, I would like to be with this person as well, let's get to know each other better kind of thing, was sometime in 2019. Yeah, sometime in 2019. Are you a punctual person? No, we already established that fact. Do you think there's a life after death? Yes, I believe in heaven, I believe in God, I believe in Jesus, and I believe there's a life after death. Would you ever stalk someone over the internet? Stalk is a strong word, but will I research someone on the internet? Yes, that sounds like a better worded question, but stalk is a strong word. Tell me what foreign language you would like to know better. I would like to know, like, I'd like to be able to understand French a lot better than I do right now. Spanish is also a good one, but I think French would trump it for me. I guess I'll just do 3 more questions and then we'll wrap it up for a part 2. Did you not speak up when you should have? I'm sure there's been situations like this before where I should have and I never spoke up. I can't remember one that comes to mind right now. Maybe if I do, I'll answer it in part 2, but I can't remember one right now that comes to mind. But I'm definitely sure there's been those situations, which is why, and I think a lot of them happened when I was younger, and that's why I think I grew up to be this person that, you know, when I feel something, I say it, because I don't want those regrets that come with not saying it. Because trust me, my dears, there is that regret that comes with not saying the things that you wanted to actually say. And so, yeah, but I remember anyone like vividly right up the top of my head. Is there a meaning behind your name? So my full name is Titilayo, and according to my mom, there's also Titilayo Niwaju Olua. And what it pretty much means is my joy is everlasting in the presence of the Lord. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Another question is, are you emotional? I mean, it depends. So it really depends. My friends don't see me as an emotional person, but I think I am. I want to believe that I am. I have moments where I'm just in my feels and I'm in the feels. but there are moments where I'm also like, suck this up and get over it, you know. So I don't know what that question is, really vague, but just in the general sense of, am I an emotional person? Obviously, I'm a human being. I have emotions, I have feelings, I feel things, but maybe not overly emotional would be like a good question. Like, I'm not overly emotional. What outdoor activity would you like to try that you haven't yet? Outdoor activities, there's a couple of things I want to do. I want to go skydiving, I want to go horseback riding, and those are things I haven't done before. They happen outdoors, so I will say those are outdoor activities that I haven't tried that I would love to do. Those are all the questions I have, guys. Well, not all, but like those are all the questions I have time for today. I'm definitely going to be filming a part 2. In the meantime, if you want to leave me an anonymous question, please make sure to check in the description bar for the link to the site that I was using, or to the app that I used. It's called Telonym, and I think it's really easy to ask questions through that. I'm not sure if any sign up is required, but I'll leave that in the description so you can make sure to add your questions in there. I'm going to be so excited to read what you guys want to know, and I will be filming a part 2 sooner than you can expect. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching, and if you haven't subscribed, you already know all my secrets at this point, so hit it. Yeah, I'm waiting. Good job. Thank you. Well done. All right, guys, I will see you all in my next video, God willing. Stay blessed and have a good one.